Hey guys, welcome back. So I made it back up to the property. Came up to spend the night, take the camper home. Gonna do some work on it, try to fix that window that's leaking. Don't want that getting worse. But yeah, came up, there was a rock in the driveway. I had to roll out of the way. It's a good sized rock. And there were some elk tracks right there. I was like, huh, pretty cool. Then came down here and my archery targets knocked over. And there's elk tracks kind of all over here in the soft dirt. So the salt is actually moved. You can see they kind of rolled it down the hill a little bit. So I'm curious to see what's on the camera. Right? Hopefully we got some good stuff. I've never seen elk back here, and tracks I've only seen like maybe one set of tracks all in all. So I'm curious to see what we got. But let me get some stuff in the camper and check that out. And we'll walk up there and see what we got. Well, guys, so there might be elk. I haven't checked the camera yet, but there's cow pies around here, which mean it's cattle and not elk, which sucks. So that's not what I wanted to see here. I don't even know whose cattle they are. Yeah, so checking out the pictures, definitely cattle. There might be elk, I don't know. So I'll keep going through the pictures. I only looked at like 30 or so. Anything cool I'll drop in this video. But yeah, it's I saw a deer, coyote run through. All right, well, let's get to work. So I don't know if the camera's picking it up or doing it justice, but yeah, that little pile right there just came from like this little area right here where I was cleaning it up. So now you can pretty much walk down in there, which is pretty cool. But I still got a lot in there that I'm thinning up that's been cut down, that's just sitting there. And I got to drag it out here. But this will be enough for tonight, hopefully. Should be. Check it out. Bird food's all gone. It's that suet, I think it's called. Yeah, it's like a block you buy and you stick in that cage, but unfortunately, there's cow tracks here, right? Like they were just maybe sitting there looking. Ah, boy. Squirrel feeder, yeah. They nibbled probably half of it. Hey guys, went for a nice little ride. Saw where the cattle are coming from up over the mountain, right? So there's a bunch of cattle up there, and I shouldn't say a bunch. I've seen a few cattle up there, and all the tracks on the trail are like going back and forth. So that's where they're coming from, unfortunately. But been working on this mouse trap. I knew I needed a can. I didn't see a can anywhere in the forest, which is good, right? So probably start cutting up some of this wood. Got stacked over here. The generator's running, charging this battery. I'll go over, bother my neighbors, say hi, bum a empty can off of them for this trap, and we'll see what we catch. So stay with me, guys. Let's get after this. There it is, guys. The bucket trap. Got the bucket. You got, let me turn this light down. So you got the bucket, got the can, got some peanut butter on there. Can is courtesy of my neighbor, Mark. Thanks, Mark, if you're watching. And then the board. So the idea is the little varmint crawl up the board, try to get on the can, spin, and fall into the bucket. You can't get out. So we'll leave it like that tonight. It's right by my storage. There's little mouse poops in there, so there's got to be mice around here. But yeah, let's see what happens. I'm interested in seeing this, seeing what we catch in the morning. Hopefully there's something, but let's get back to dinner. Good morning, guys. So making breakfast now. Been up just for a little bit, not too long. Started kind of organizing the camper while the coffee was brewing this morning. Unfortunately, none of the mouse traps have produced anything last night, so we will just leave them out. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat breakfast, finish this up. Probably walk up, move that camera and those salt blocks, and then yeah, start packing things up. It's gonna take me a little while to pack everything up, So we kind of had everything laid out to where we weren't going to be moving the camper for a while. But now that we are, I got to pack things up. So, but yeah, stay with me. All right, so grabbed the salt, grabbed the camera, came back here to the back side of the property. Going to get the salt laid down here. There's the salt block there, the other salt right there, the Himalayan salts over there. And this is where I had the camera before, and I had a lot of deer coming through here, had a bobcat, coyotes, skunk, a bunch of animal running through this area right here. There's actually a little game trail, so I'll put the camera right there, and then it's right along the game trail. So then as the animals run down, I get nice good pictures, and as they go back up, I get good pictures. But they also go back and forth right here, so it's a lot of good cover in here for them. So let me put this camera up there, and got the truck hooked up to the camper. Got, the jacks up. The camper's ready to roll. The truck's ready to roll. Got a couple things I got to pack. But I had one tire that was low, and I thought one of the tires was low before I came up. So I bought a little air compressor from Harbor Freight. Well, I got it up here, opened it up, and it says not for inflating tires. Not quite sure why you would sell an air compressor in an automotive section of Harbor Freight and then put not for inflating tires. Whatever. So I'm using it to inflate the tire, and it's working, but it's really painstakingly slow. And I think that pump's getting hot. So I shut it off, I let it cool down, turn it on for a few more minutes. This time I let it run for a little while, kind of was making a little funny noise. I'm almost up to 30 psi on that tire. I'm trying to get it up to 42. I'm definitely taking that pump back. Yeah, I don't need anything that can't pump up tires. Probably work on the side-by-side, but trying to get to 42 psi is it's struggling. So I'm gonna let it cool off, go for a little ride, come back, and finish airing up the tire, eat lunch, and then boogie on out of here. So let's go for a ride. Check it out, still snow in the shadowy sides of the hill. Not too much, nothing to worry about here though. Pretty cool though. It's really icy out here. I'll put it in 4-wheel drive and we should be fine. But yeah, see? But yeah, 2-wheel drive will not do it. But it's still fun. Just got back from the ride. Figured I'd start making some lunch. So it's got a little bit of an echo in here, huh? But I got everything picked up, tables, chairs put away. This is the way it's gonna ride all the way back home. Cooking my lunch. Got me ramen. Got some Jin Ramen. This is some good stuff, guys. If you guys can find it, give it a shot. It says it's spicy, but it's just the right amount of spice. So boil the water, you put that in there. It's got a couple packets, one for seasoning and one with dehydrated veggies. Drop those in there and let it go. These are a lot more filling than those cheap ramens you get at the grocery store. So you got to find these Jin Ramen good ones. And then I'll drop an egg in there also. So turns out really good. Comes with this dehydrated veggie mix. Toss that in there and just let it go, let it boil. Drop that egg in there, you can see it cooking up. Egg whites makes it really good, a little more hearty. It's pretty much done. Turn that off. You can hear that air compressor going out there. That thing's a joke. Let me show you. A little Harbor Freight air compressor down there. Yeah, I'm taking that thing back. It's just horrible. But that's all I have right now, and that tire needs air. All right, guys. So we're gonna end this video here, right? So we came up, we got the campers down there at the bottom of the hill. Met my neighbor actually on the ride. I didn't film any of it or didn't mention it earlier, but yeah, met my neighbor Jared, really nice guy. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.